If you are feeling stuck in your career, overwhelmed by job searching, or even struggling to move forward in tech, you're in the right place. Today, I'm sharing what it's like to work with me as a career coach. Everything from a free consultation to the hands-on coaching to me literally sitting on pins and needles as you rock your interviews and negotiate your offers. So stick around, and if any of this resonates with you, book your career strategy session with me. The link is in the comment. So first, I want to talk about why I became a career coach. I spent over a decade navigating my career in tech, achieving promotions despite some challenges, and just to share a little bit about my personal journey, I faced my own hurdles without having a career coach, without having someone in my corner who was going to help me stay focused on my long-term goals, not just what's next. And what I mean by focusing on what's next is not just chasing the next salary band. It is also thinking about what is going to make me happy. Is what I'm doing today in line with what I really want to be doing in the future? So that's why I became a career coach, to help have alignment, drive focus, and really make sure that what you're doing today supports what you want to be doing in the future. So next, I want to talk a little bit about my coaching philosophy. So that's really 4 key pillars. The first one is understanding. I really want to deep dive to understand the challenges that you're facing so that we can come up with a plan together. Next, we're going to uncover gaps and opportunities and strategize on how we will successfully achieve your goals together. When we talk about creating a strategic plan, that's where you are in your career. Is it a career pivot or a career change? Is it a new job? And last but not least, we're going to celebrate those wins, big, small, and everything in between, to really keep you anchored toward your success and recognize everything that's working out every step of the way. And just to be honest, I'm not just a career coach. Sometimes I'm a little bit of a helicopter coach, but that's only because I get really excited about what I do. I love being able to help people unlock new ways to understand themselves and their goals and ways to do things better so that they see more and more success. All right, so what is it like to work with me? So let's talk about the first way, which is booking your free consultation or a free career strategy session with me. So we're going to just take 30 minutes, talk about what challenges you're experiencing, and really come up with a plan of action on what could be the best solution for us to work together. Next, I want to talk about hands-on coaching. So I have 2 formal programs. So one for job seekers that helps put more control in your hands when it comes to rewriting your resume, when it comes to optimizing your LinkedIn, coming up with a great job search strategy, as well as how to get more and more prepared for your interviews as they come. And second, I have a leadership development program for revenue operations professionals. That was part of my career that is near and dear to me. I can talk about it till the wheels fall off. So that is why I create a lot of content around revenue operations and go-to-markets industry and careers, because it is something that I see so much immense value in. And for those that are looking to dip their toes in or make a little bit more progress without the full commitment of a program, I do also offer hourly coaching sessions as well. And now I want to share a few snippets of past coaching sessions that I've had. I want to share with you how we've uncovered challenges, how we've strategized, how we've celebrated wins.
Definitely put that in there, because that one was the big one where I was like, I'm going to push you a little bit. Because I think at the time you were just kind of dabbling with applying online here and there. You're like, I'm not seeing results. I'm not seeing anything. So I was like, we have to change the strategy a little bit.
Right. And
I was like, this is going to help with the public speaking. It's going to help with potentially interview skills, knowing what you want and what you don't want. So that one was a big one. And I was like, dang, she killed it. And then she brought her sister and she killed it. Right. I do tell people, like, that's one of the things that I think in working with you that I started saying up front to people, like, I'm going to push you and I'm going to hold you accountable, like, from the jump. Like, so don't be surprised if you get a message, a text message, a LinkedIn message, and I'm checking in on you. Like, we're not here to play. We're here to get you.
This is a coaching session where I was actually very, very, very proud of my client.
Because we developed a product that after it launched, there were 0 critical escalations. Or like situations that, required engineering support to.
And then connect the dot for me. You're on track. Connect that dot for me. How? How?
So do you do that? It's like what I'm trying to say is the reason why this matters is because customer support isn't within just the realm of go-to-market functions. Sometimes some of the issues that are escalated based on the different tiers, maybe a tier 3 issue, right, might require much more technical resources to resolve what's happening. And what I can see is the bigger picture of the product and go to market, and thinking about the customer experience end to end to be able to diagnose, Is this a technical issue? Is this one that just based on the relationship with sales, is this something where there's hesitancy for moving on to the next stage of growth or renewal? And thinking about those different lenses, that's where I've had exposure.
Write that down because that was it. That was it.
Okay, thank you. Can you send me this recording after, actually, too?
Yes, it comes automatically. You'll get it.
Here's a client that was strategizing for their upcoming interview, and we were talking about the ways we could tweak and tailor aspects of their storytelling when it came to their interview so that they could see more and more success and get to the next round of interviews.
With your pitch, once you took the break, you got to a minute and 9 seconds. So
Hey, that's great, right?
got it.
Okay.
Okay. That feels so good. It was like I said, confident. That one felt like, okay, I know what I'm talking about. It didn't feel like, oh my God, this is well rehearsed. Like that. It felt confident. It felt calm. It felt natural. Because you know what you're talking about, right? Yeah. And when you're adding the metrics in there, I think that's going to speak directly to her as well, because again, they're Series B.
I was so excited to work with them around their resume review. Listen to hear more.
Of splitting them apart, because that was something that I'd asked, and I was more money, and I already paid him like $500 something like the last, and I'm like, I can't.
Everything you have is there. No, don't pay anymore. Everything that you have is there. You just have to figure out, okay, does this bullet point make sense in HR or recruiting bucket? Right. You've got it all.
Yeah, which would be a lot easier for me to do myself than yes. I appreciate that. Okay. Thank you, Ariel. I love this, and I'm glad that because I've gotten some requests before, and I'm like, no, I can't. I don't
Yeah.
And I'm glad you said free. I'm like, well, I should take advantage. And excellent advice, and I will definitely recommend you.
Thank you. I do have, if you can, I do have testimonial.io. I can send you. Let me stop share the link to it. If you want to give a testimonial, it'll be
absolutely. The first one I've spoken to that actually, one, I think made sense and made it so, easy to understand, but also for me to know that it's easy to do myself and not have to. Yes.
Yeah, that's what this is. Okay, a conversation aside, but that's why I created the program that I did, because I was like, I have had my resume done before. And I was like, oh, okay, this will just give me the success that I wanted. And it didn't. And I was like, I paid how much money for this? I'm not seeing what I need to see. And so that was really like, it kind of threw the wind out of my sails a little bit. And I was like, okay, well, how do you get back on track? And so when I made the decision to become a coach, I was like, well, I want to teach people how to do it themselves and not spend. I spent a lot of money. Thank you for your time as well and trusting me to give you advice and guidance. I will do this once a month. That's so I have a day kind of dedicated to it. I did it in person at a conference that I attended earlier this year. I was like, I love doing this. And so I adopted that as virtual so I can help anybody in the country.
This was a client that kept focusing on getting advice from friends and family, but not necessarily people that are in the industry and can help with tailoring their resume and helping with some of the aspects that was a little bit challenging for them. So here's a little bit more of what we did.
Okay. So the first thing that I want to say, so to your first point, you were asking about career coaching, like how do you even do this? Like, what is this all about? The way that I see it, it's a two-pronged thing. So one, it's like, I'm your accountability partner. So if there's goals that you have and you're trying to achieve, I'm always going to help you kind of stay focused to your North Star, your goals. So that, as we kind of get in the weeds of work, like we're not just kind of doing things just for the sake of doing them, they're actually helping to meet your long-term goals. So that's one. So like an accountability partner / secret weapon, because we do strategize quite a bit on the types of projects you could take on, building skills in the background, so that you can set yourself up for your next step in your career, growth, etc. That's what you want. If you want to do all of this and pivot, we'll do that too. We'll figure out a strategy so that, as you're working through things and you're uncovering more about yourself, like, again, we're still aligning everything that you're doing towards your career goals. Just a little bit of background on me. So I was in tech for over 13 years. I went from finance to revenue operations to project to project management, program management in tech in Silicon Valley. And for me, I was just chasing the next salary band. And that was like my thing. Yeah. Like, I just want to make more money. Like, I didn't really have a goal in mind. I was just more money. But like, as you're chasing money, you're like, well, what does this really mean? Am I really happy? Do I really want to be doing this? Exploring other passions or side projects kind of thing. And that's why I kind of had some career shifts, because I was like, I really don't want to do finance. I thought I did, but it's not for me. And I definitely don't want to go to the East Coast and be an investment banker, etc. And so I just kind of pivoted that way. And I didn't have a goal in mind. I was like, I just want to do things. I want to do things that are interesting. So it kind of sent me down a rabbit hole for a little bit. And then I kind of got back on track. And then I'm like, okay, now I can figure things out and actually make the moves that I want to, rather than just kind of following the cash, if you will. So that's how I got into career coaching, like really keeping people focused on their goals and getting themselves to the next level, wherever that may be for whatever time they are in their career. So early career stage people to people that are in their like fourth, fifth, sixth career, like making the transition. It's all, and I don't want to say it's all the same, but how we strategize and make intentional steps to get to where you want to be is like why I'm your accountability partner, why I'm going to help you through this journey, so that it's not just like I'll do it just to make cash and that's about it.
So do your future self a favor and book your career strategy session with me already. If you've made it to this point in the video, you've heard something that truly resonates with you. If you're a job seeker or if you're a revenue operations professional, let's just talk. Figure out how we can work together and how to get you from where you are today to one step closer where you want to be in the future.